Aloha everyone! I'm Gabby
And I'm Georgie,
and we are the mummies of Sisterhood Furniture
and content creators for Dixie Belle Paint.
In this tutorial we will be working on the third piece from our collection Molecules,
which is called Serotonin.
The color palette inspiration for this piece comes from habaneros under microscope.
We will be adding the link to that video so you can be mesmerized yourself.
So you also know what we are talking about.
Anyway, stay with us if you want to see how we did it step by step.
Let's do it!
I removed the faux leather because it was damaged and very old, and then I sanded with an 80 grit sandpaper to remove the bits underneath, like, glue and any imperfection. Afterwards, I cleaned the piece really well with white lightening from Dixie Belle, scrubbed it with a sponge and a toothbrush in tight places. Then I rinsed it twice only with water and let it dry over the night. Once the piece has dried, I applied 2 layers of adhesion primer, Slick Stick from Dixie Belle. I let the piece to cure for 24 hours prior to painting. I prepared sea spray, which is a texture additive combined with paint, this stunning color called limeade. I applied the texture with a cheap brush and I dabbed the texture all over the piece and trying not to apply on the hinges.
As our inspiration spot is a really colorful one, imagine that now we take out our colors, army, and let's go for it. I started to apply antebellum blue on the bottom with a synthetic brush, and then I blended this cutie, Lanis Lagoon, which is Dixie Belle's clay paint line. Anyway, I used up and down side motions to slightly blend the colors, but in the same time leaving the blending to look a bit unfinished, not aiming for a perfect one for this style. I'm actually going to do half of the piece blue and the other half a mix of colors. Anyway, on the top of the piece, I did a little shadow with antebellum blue, and then I mostly applied pure ocean on the half of the door. Now let's move working on the left side of the piece because this is even more excited as we added loads of colors. I started with amethyst, this strong purple. It's lovely and bold. Then I added some lucky lavender in the middle to make the transition between the purples and blues. I use synthetic brushes, but I don't know at this point how many brushes, what I use for blending, it just kinda got messy. But it was good this way because we will have lots of color variation. I added some peony as well that blended so nicely with the purple. And then I added only peony on the top of this purple blending. And it's so nice and bold. I already love this corner filled with sweetness. I added some flamingo and then Florida orange, and come on, this is a dream. I added lucky lavender as well to make easier the transition between purples, pink and blues. Now back to the top where I actually don't have a footage for the pink part. Sorry, this happens so often, but I'm wearing headphones most of the time, so I don't hear when my camera runs out of battery or memory. This happens quite often, I know, sorry. Then I apply some Lanis Lagoon over pistachio because I just didn't like how it looks in this combination, better with blue. Now let's create some orange sprinkles all over the piece. This is the most exciting part. I took a cheap brush, watered it, pick up paint, water it again, and look at this effect and these colors. In love. Then I blended it some green and yellow in some random spots just to create these electric areas. And now the writing, where I use cotton, white paint, a stencil, an artist brush, and that's it. Of course, I had to create some drips down the handles. I applied the paint, then water it down and tap with my fingers the harsh edges.
We painted the inside of the piece with 2 coats of black and then seal it with 3 layers of gator hide, letting each one to dry for about 2 hours in between. I sealed the exterior of the piece with 3 layers of clear coat from Dixie Belle, and same as I did with the gator hide, I left 2 hours to dry in between layers.
And this is the final result. To say that we are in love with this piece, it won't be enough, really. Anyway, make sure to check the other two pieces from the Molecules collection if you like, and subscribe if you wanna see the next pieces from this collection or just painting tutorials in general. Thank you and see you soon. Bye!